This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for December 13, 2022. And in the news this afternoon, 2 men shot dead in St. Mary. 2 men were shot and killed in Bamboo Walk, St. Mary Monday night. The men were reportedly attacked by unknown assailants shortly after 10 p.m. They were rushed to the hospital where they were pronounced dead. In confirming the incident, the St. Mary police said more information will be released later. Bamboo Walk is located between Gill and the Tower Isle in the parish. Body of missing female security guard found in Westmoreland. The body of a woman who was reported missing on Sunday was found in her community in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland on Monday afternoon. The deceased has been identified as 33-year-old Cheryl McDonald, a security guard of Grotto District in the parish. McDonald's body was found in bushes with the left side of her face disfigured. It appeared to have been eaten by animals. According to the police, residents stumbled upon the body in bushes at about 1 p.m. McDonald was reported missing on the weekend after she failed to return home from her place of employment in St. James. Reports from the police are that McDonald was last spoken to via cellular phone by a relative on Saturday, where she indicated that she was traveling from Savannah Lamar to Montego Bay on public transportation. Investigations are ongoing. Quick response team nabs alleged goat thief in St. Catherine. Members of the St. Catherine North Quick Response Team have arrested 1 man in connection with the seizure of a motor vehicle transporting stolen goats. The incident occurred in the Angel Heights area of Spanish Town, St. Catherine, on Monday, December 12. Reports are that at about 3:30 p.m., officers were on patrol when they signaled the driver of a vehicle to stop. 2 men exited the vehicle, one of whom managed to escape. The vehicle was subsequently searched and the 5 goats were found. The man left behind was arrested. His identity, however, is being withheld. Persons who may have had their goats stolen should contact the Spanish Town Police Station at 876-984-2305. Law enforcers are also warning the public to only purchase meat from legitimate vendors during the Yuletide season and to report any suspicious activity to 119 or the nearest police station. Neurosurgeon interdicted after allegedly punching colleague. A neurosurgeon in western Jamaica has been interdicted from duty after he was arrested by police for reportedly assaulting a colleague doctor who is now said to be nursing wounds to his mouth. The alleged assault occurred on Sunday near midday at the Falmouth General Public Hospital after the neurosurgeon was told by his colleague that he needed approval to perform a private operation in the hospital. There is an arrangement in some hospitals that under certain conditions, doctors who have their practice within or near the hospital are allowed to conduct private surgeries, but at a ratio of not more than 1 in every 3, a source in the health sector told the news on Monday, adding that the issue brings into focus the use of public health facilities for private purposes. The doctor, who is now on interdiction, was seen preparing a patient for a private surgery and was told by his colleague that he needed to get approval in writing to perform the surgery, the source added. The source said that after upbraiding the neurosurgeon, the doctor walked out of the operating theater but was approached by the neurosurgeon, who then reportedly punched him in his mouth. The blow left the doctor with a cut on his upper lip, which resulted in swelling. The matter was reported at the Falmouth police station, and the neurosurgeon was subsequently arrested, the news was told. The Western Regional Health Authority is said to be investigating the matter. Regulation 32 of the Public Service Regulations states that where criminal proceedings have been or are about to be instituted against an officer, and where the Public Service Commission is of the opinion that the public interest requires that the officer should cease to perform the functions of his or her office, the Commission may recommend his or her interdiction from the performance of these functions. Additionally, the officer is permitted to receive a proportion of the salary of his or her office, as the Commission shall recommend to the Governor General. 3 Jamaicans arrested in connection with a bank robbery on Martha's Vineyard. 3 Jamaican men are in custody in connection with an armed bank robbery on Martha's Vineyard in the U.S. state of Massachusetts last month. Police say 21-year-old Ramon Andre Cleon was arrested on December 9 in Connecticut and charged with 1 count of being an accessory after the fact to armed bank robbery. 2 other men, Miguel A. Jones and Omar O. Johnson, have been arraigned on charges related to the robbery. On November 17, 2 employees at Rockland Trust Bank were rushed by men wearing darker clothing, white Halloween masks, and carrying handguns. They tied up the bank employees, put duct tape over their mouths, and fled the scene in an SUV stolen from one of the workers. A press release from the office of the U.S. Attorney Raquel Rawlins on Monday said it is alleged that less than 40 minutes after the robbery, Cleon was captured on surveillance video, arriving at a ferry terminal in a silver sedan, leaving the vehicle in a parking lot and then boarding a ferry. Johnson was shortly after captured, boarding a freight ferry in the silver sedan. The authorities further stated that during a search of the farm used by third accused Jones, items consistent with the bank robbery were recovered. Investigators also found burnt pieces of nylon, white metal plastic consistent with a white mask, burned walkie-talkie pieces, an antenna batteries, and pieces of metal consistent with a duffel bag zipper. Within a few feet of the burnt area, 2 semi-automatic handguns loaded with 9mm ammunition were discovered buried inches under the ground. Forgery charges against the businessman Jeffrey Mesado dropped. The prosecution has withdrawn forgery charges against the retired business executive and accountant Jeffrey Mesado. He was charged jointly with his wife, disbarred attorney at law Jennifer Mesado. When the matter came before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Monday, the prosecutor informed the court that the forgery charges against Jeffrey Mesado were not being pursued. 2 other charges are pending. It was alleged that Mesado and his wife, with intent to defraud, created certain documentation to include a promissory note to swindle US $65,000 from businessman Lauriston Stewart. The amount represented a loan in 2018 that was allegedly made by Stewart with the understanding that it would be secured by a property in which the couple had an interest. It is further alleged that the property was subsequently sold without any repayment to Stewart. When Mesado was charged in February, King's counsel Peter Champagny and attorney at law Nico Pagan, who are representing him, had questioned the actions of the police in seeking to charge him with 4 counts of forgery and 2 counts of obtaining money by false pretenses. Champagny had criticized the police for not seeking the advice of the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions in the matter. Champagny subsequently wrote to DPP Paul Llewellyn asking for a review of the case against his client. The court was told on Monday by the prosecutor that the DPP, after a careful review of the matter, would not be pursuing the forgery charges against him. The Mesados are to return to court on January 25 next year. Champagny told the news that on that date, he will be making submissions for the 2 remaining charges against his client to be dismissed. Attorney at law Christopher Townsend is representing Jennifer Mesado. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.